the Oilers got swept by this team last year, and we'll get into the head-to-heads between these two sides in just a second. But does this Avs team scare you as much as they have in the past?
I mean, not as much, but they're still the Colorado Avalanche, right? It's kind of like when Tampa Bay roll into town, you're intimidated by them immediately because of what they've been able to accomplish as a team. But I feel like this Avalanche team, obviously the injuries haven't helped them. I think they expected some of the young guys to maybe take another step this season, like maybe Newhook to produce a little bit more. They got that Ben Myers, who was a top goal scorer in the NCAA last season too. And they just haven't really elevated their game to the level of what they're missing essentially, but you can't underestimate what they're capable of doing. They're a very well coached team and a team that frankly knows how to win hockey games. So the Oilers are there at the moment too, I think. What was it? Was it after the Kings game or the Tampa Bay game when McDavid said winning is a skill and this team needs to figure it out? Do you remember when he said that? I think that the Oilers are now becoming that team where they're figuring out how to win games and use it as a skill.
Yeah, I think that's fair as well. The Oilers team, they learned a lot of tough lessons last year, I think, in that series against the Avs. Here's how the two sides have gone head-to-head since the beginning of last season. It started on March 21st last year. Avs won in OT. Then on April 9th, Avs win in a shootout. Oilers won 6-3 in regulation on April 22nd. That was the night they clinched a playoff spot last year in the playoffs. As you can see, 4 straight wins for the Avs. And then so far this year in the regular season, it's been 2 overtime victories for Colorado. So in the regular season, the Avs have not beaten the Oilers in regulation in the last 2 years. Edmonton has points in all 5 games, but still they haven't had a ton of luck. Goals are 16-16, a big reason why Colorado's been able to hold them off in the regular season. Edmonton's power play is only humming at 16.7% against Colorado. I think tonight, there's stuff on the line in terms of seeding. I think this is like an emotional game for the Oilers in the sense that you want to come out of this and go, we can beat them. Because, you're 1-8 straight up in the last 9 against them. You need to come out today and be like, heading into the playoffs, we know we can beat the Avs. You have a chance to do it tonight.
Yeah, I think you have to beat them. Like you said, you need to prove to yourself that you can beat the Colorado Avalanche. And they've come super, like both those games that they lost this season, they blew the lead, right? They were 2-0 going into the third period against the Avalanche. And that was a game I think Skinner was absolutely nuts. And then the 6-5 overtime game too was a bit of a wild one as well. So,
I think the Oilers had leads in almost all of those OT losses as well.
Yeah, I would guess, but yeah, they got to prove to themselves tonight that they're more than capable of beating this team, which I think they can.
Yep, that is fair. Guitar Maniac says the elite goaltending scares me. And yeah, Georgiev's been very, very good this year. A 2.54 goals against average and a 9.19 save percentage to go with it. So you can make the argument at least their goaltending's better than it was last year because they beat the Oilers in that playoff series, and Kemper and Francouz were good. Francouz was the guy who got the bulk of the plays because Kemper had that weird eye thing going on. But the goaltending was good. This year it has a chance to be elite for Colorado. Banana Man says he's not scared of anyone at this point. An APOC hockey fanatic. This team won't get goalied.